Hey folks, Sandamtod here, driving to work. Haven't done a car vid in a while because it's been kind of hard for me to do it in the morning. Just been sick for the last week or so. Seems like there's a frickin' flu bug around, or cold. I get it, so somehow I got a cold, so I don't know. And it's been holiday weekends. Last couple weekends I've had time off, and it's just, hasn't been a good time to record, but I'm recording now. So anyway, I thought I'd do a little updater and I don't know, ramble a little bit. So anyway, I don't know, it's been cloudy as shit here the last week. I think one day out of the last three for a couple hours that was partly cloudy and the sun kind of came out. Otherwise it's been cloudy for like 2 weeks straight, and I don't know, it gets you in that weird mood where it's either, by the time I get out of work, the sun's over the horizon. It's dark, it's like 5:25 by the time I get out of work and shut my computer off and everything. And so it's just been, dreary, but that's not what I'm going to talk about. Well, not all I'm going to talk about, because I just talked about it, Anyway, I hope y'all are getting your gifts bought for Christmas and things like that, if you celebrate Christmas or Kwanzaa, or I don't know why I threw Kwanzaa out before Hanukkah, because I think they said only I don't know, 0.9% of families celebrate Kwanzaa or something. I don't know, something like that. It's like less, it's like 1% or something. So, but anyway, I've got all my gifts pretty much bought. I got to wrap a bunch of stuff, but all my bills are paid and everything. Gotta, some time off coming up just around Christmas, a few days, and then we usually have, well, not usually, we do have the first of the year off. So I don't know, I was thinking about Christmassy stuff, because I went downstairs and was going through some Christmas items, just boxes of stuff, because a lady at work asked if I'd bring in some, Christmas type stuff, and I was like, I got a bunch of it, and I don't really hang it up. I mean, I don't know about most of you. I know a lot of you probably put up a tree or whatever. Pretty much since I was a teenager, the last couple years I lived with my mom, she would get, I don't know, I swear, and I'm not speaking ill of the dead, but my mom seemed like maybe over the years, might have been like bipolar or something when she was younger, because she just would get really upset about stupid stuff. And one of them was putting up the Christmas tree, and she would get in a fit, pissed off. So it got to the point where I would just put it up, because I didn't want to argue. I didn't want to get yelled at or argued with about it. So but after that, after I was a teenager, 17, and moved out, I've never put up a Christmas tree. I lived with a roommate for close to 10 years. We never put a tree up. And then when I had to move back in with Mom to take care of her for a bit, she did want to get a tree, and we got one for the kids. And we put it up like 2 or 3 years, and then when she passed, going on 3 years, I don't want to put it up, because the cats are just going to tear the shit out of it. So I leave it in the box in the basement. I put my old Show Me Your Christmas Tree video on my front homepage, showing it in the box in the basement. I think it was from 2 years ago or something, I don't know. But I don't know. I was going through that stuff, and it got me kind of thinking about Christmassy things. And, you know, I mean, look, I know over the last, I think I checked, and I've had my YouTube account for like 7 years, but I haven't posted videos for 7 years. I've only posted videos for like 4.5 or 5. And over those years, it has kind of reached a point where I don't talk about video games quite as much as I used to, and I definitely don't go shopping as much as I used to. I was putting up 2 or 3 pickup videos a week, you know, in the beginning. Sorry about the camera, and I just don't do that anymore. I can't really afford to, and it's just this stuff's stacking up. And I know a lot of people are like, well, you know, everybody goes through phases. Some people are like, well, whatever, and then some people start selling stuff off to buy other things, or condensing their collections or whatever. I'm one of those people that didn't want to sell anything off, but I've reached the point of maximum overload where it's like I don't really need to buy a bunch of stuff unless it's for the, you know, PS3 or the 360, which are my most current systems, you know, that I'm going to play. You know, it's buying all this stuff that I'm just shelving that I kind of slacked off on. But, you know, it seems like every year around Christmas time, I usually get something kind of video game related. I know last year I got a game called Beyond Two Souls that I've never played, but I bought it with some Christmas money I won in the Christmas party at work. These are shaky because I rest my hand on the steering wheel with the camera while I'm driving. But, you know, over the years, like one year I remember my mom bought me a bunch of Atari stuff. And I think it's just because, one, she liked Atari, and 2, they found a guy that had a bunch of like used stuff or could get a hold of stuff secondhand. And this is back before Craigslist or eBay or anything like that. You know, it's like you either went to the pawn shop or garage sale and that was it, or a fleet, you know, kind of swap and shop thing or something. But evidently the guy was, you know, sold a bunch of games for like, you know, dirt cheap or whatever, because I remember getting like a big box of like 20 games or 30 games. They were loose, but, you know, and the different controllers and stuff, like the racing controllers and paddles and things like that. And that was awesome. But other than that, my mom never bought video game stuff for me for Christmas. I would usually get something from my grandparents or something, like a game, because that was like a big deal. I mean, I remember, you know, I wanted a Game Boy when they came out, and I remember asking, that's all I wanted, but I didn't get one. But I remember getting games for Christmas, a few games. I remember getting Major League Baseball. I know I've talked about this stuff before, and it probably gets rehashed yearly, but, you know, whatever. We'll talk about it again this year. You know, there are people that don't know. I remember getting the game that was just called Major League Baseball for the NES, and it didn't have any of the guys' names. It just had numbers, you know. And I remember getting that and playing the Kansas City Royals and playing that some. But I was, you know, I remember getting Bad Dudes for Christmas, the game for the NES. Being disappointed that it wasn't 2-player co-op. Even though I knew it wasn't from the Nintendo Power Magazine, I was still hoping that maybe it was, and it wasn't. I'm trying to think. I know I got those 2 for Christmas. I remember getting the game Beavis and Butthead for the Super Nintendo for Christmas, which was totally different than the Genesis version of the game. And the Genesis version to me was a lot better than the Super Nintendo version of the Beavis and Butthead game, but that was just my opinion. Trying to think, I know I got Resident Evil 4 as a Christmas gift from my mom and my sister, which I never finished. I'm gonna do a kind of a retrospective, not retros. Why am I using that word? But anyway, kind of a deal where I'm gonna show some of the games that I've beaten, because to be honest, I've only beaten about 20% of all the games I own. So I was going to do a thing where I show what games I've beaten and what I haven't, but I know I got that. I'm trying to think of what else. I've gotten, I think one of the Lord of the Rings games I got for Christmas, like Two Towers or something, when the movies were out. Trying to think. I don't know. Sometimes I'll buy things randomly for myself. Like, I know I bought the Japanese import of Shenmue 2 for the Dreamcast around Christmas time. Or I might have been Christmas shopping and saw it there and bought it for myself. I keep saying I'm trying to think. That's because I am trying to think. I don't know, different things. I mean, those are the ones I can kind of remember offhand, just games and, things like that. I don't know, but that's pretty much what I remember. Sorry, it's probably errant camera work again on my part, but turn down this radio. And this heater. Anyway, I arrived at work. That's why I'm parked now. So I'll probably sign off. But, just different things I've gotten for Christmas over the years. I couldn't even say. Those stick out. I mean, I remember them. But around the time I turned 18 or whatever, I was just buying everything for myself, and I didn't really see a lot of people at Christmas time. So it was like one of those deals where I just didn't spend a lot of time buying stuff for people or getting stuff from people. So it was just like sorry, my brain's non-functional. I got up like 45 minutes ago. So I just didn't get a lot of stuff for Christmas like that. But, I've given stuff. I'm even giving my niece this year a Wii game for Christmas. So, I mean, I've given video game stuff because that's what I know about. So it's kind of cool. But anyway, if you guys remember any of the things that you've gotten for Christmas that are video game related, let me know. I enjoyed, those things. I'm trying to think. I still have my original Major League Baseball game. I don't have the Bad Dudes. I sold it in a garage sale. I do have the Beavis and Butthead game and the Resident Evil game and the Lord of the Rings game for sure. I still have them. But, let me know that too, if maybe you sold the stuff off, that were gifts or whatever, and I still have the 2 souls. But, if you sold stuff off or whatever. Oh yeah, and last year I got Dead Space 3 because my somebody gave me a GameStop card, one of my uncles. So, yeah, so anyway, just let me know. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, that kind of stuff. I might post a video again before Christmas time. It's a little early. It's a couple weeks away. But I don't think I'm going to do any kind of Christmassy special or anything. Like I said, video game stuff is just kind of... I've almost beaten that Devil May Cry game. I mean, I think I'm on like mission 16 or something. I'm like getting ready to fight the end guy, but I've went back and played the levels multiple times at different hardness levels and stuff. So that's what I keep doing. It's backtracking and playing these other levels. So maybe it's because I don't want the game to end. That's why I don't finish a lot of games too. It's because I just don't want the game to end because it's fun or whatever. And it's like, well, if I finish it, then it's over, So it's kind of a weird mentality, but some of you might have it as well. But anyway, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for coming by. Peace on earth, and we'll see you next video. Later.